Hello everyone, it's me, Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a polygel fill over Gel X nails that were originally applied with Enail Couture's bubblegum gel. I'm going to start by removing the bulk of the previous nail design. I'm taking a Coarse Safety Bit I purchased from iGel Beauty during one of their 60% off sales. I'm going to set my e-file speed at around 15,000 RPMs. The electric file I'm using is AZ-GO-GO, which I purchased from Amazon. This e-file bit works great, but I do want to purchase an extra coarse bit to see if it helps remove the product even faster. I have my e-file directions set to forward since I'm right-handed and working on my left hand. I start removing the product by pulling the file towards me while removing the product. Then I lift the handpiece and bring the handpiece back. The best advice I can give about e-filing is to get in a habit of filing and doing every nail the same way. This will help with speed and ensure consistency. I always remove product by going back to front, e-filing in one direction. Notice I don't go left to right because the e-file bit can catch and roll around the nail, and that's how you cut yourself. Now that all of the product is removed, I'm going to remove the dust and then I'm going to start pushing back my cuticles very gently. Pushing back the cuticles should take you no more than a minute really. You're just pushing them back. Next, I'm going to reshape the tips of the nails to an almond shape. I don't have much to do, I'm just cleaning up the shape a bit. I'm using a 180 grit zebra file for this step. I purchased this file from Amazon as well. After I finish shaping all of the nails, I'm changing my e-file bit to a sanding band. When working on your natural nail, you need to use a grit of 180 or higher. I'm prepping the nails for polygel application, so I'm just removing the shine from my natural nail on the regrowth area and removing any lifting. My speed is at about 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs. Next, I'm dehydrating the nails with Young Nails Swipe on a manicure brush. And now I'm going to apply Madam Glam's Base Coat Gel to all of the nails. This is what allows the polygel to bond to the nail properly. Once the base coat is applied, I cure in my lamp for 30 seconds. Now I'm applying a small bead of Madam Glam's clear polygel called Ice Blossom, and I'm going to use my Manicure polygel brush I got in a polygel kit and some 70% alcohol to apply the polygel to the regrowth area and to rebalance the apex. A rebalance is when you fill the nail and get the apex back into the right place after regrowth. The apex is the highest point of the arch of the nail. I like to think of it as a little hill. I always start by patting the polygel around the cuticle area first, making sure the product is nice and flush. Flush just means that the polygel has a nice, seamless transition around the cuticle. The goal is to make the product look like it's your real nail growing out of the cuticle area. You also want to leave a hairline space between the polygel and your skin. This is the first step to sealing the cuticle. The other part of sealing the cuticle is done later during the finish filing process. So once I have the cuticle area looking nice, it's time to fill the apex area. I pull the polygel out towards the free edge and I make sure not to press the product down, which would make the apex area too flat. Then I feather the rest of the polygel out, covering the entire tip with new product. I'm going to repeat this process on the rest of the nails. This polygel from Madam Glam is really nice to work with, and it is Hema free and 21 free, which means it's free of 21 other toxic ingredients that are in most other gel products on the market. This product has been a lifesaver for me, and that's why I feel good recommending it to all of you. After doing some research, I found a few other polygels that are also Hema free. I will list them in the description box below this video for those of you who are looking for Hema free polygel. Polygel is a great option for anyone wanting an odorless product that can also be sculpted like acrylic. After curing the polygel in my lamp, I'm removing the sticky inhibition layer with some alcohol and a lint-free wipe. Next, I'm using a new e-file bit I purchased from Nail Intuition. Nail Intuition is a company started by Jackie, a nail coach on Instagram. This bit is a flat top safety bit that is specifically for finish filing the nails, and you can get super close to the skin since it has the safety bit design. I'll leave a link to her website if you're interested in checking that out. I'm using this bit around 10,000 RPMs. What's nice about this bit is that it's a weighted bit, so it glides right over the nail, and it has a long barrel so you can file longer nails with ease. It's a fine grit, which is what you want when finish filing the nails. I start at the cuticle and go down the center of the nail, refining the shape of the arch. Then I brush the dust away and change my hand position to even out the sides of the nail to match the middle of the nail. We did the first step to sealing the cuticle during application. This is where we continue that process by going around the cuticle, making sure no polygel is touching our skin. If we leave product on the cuticle, the polygel will lift in those areas. Then I continue to even out the rest of the nail surface. If the application is good, then all we are doing is evening out the nail surface. I was taught in nail school to take the most time perfecting your application. It will definitely help you out in the long run with the finish filing process. I'm going to take a 100 grit hand file that came in a polygel kit from TOBEGLAM, and I'm refining the shape of the nail tips. Again, if my application was good, I don't really have too much work during this step. I'm filing the sidewalls on each side, and then I file the lower arches and refine the almond shape. Since my previous set was done with the short round Après Gel X extensions, this shape is still in excellent condition. I absolutely love the Après Gel X extensions. They have the perfect shape and structure. They also have a French version that makes doing French super easy. I have a tutorial on my channel. It's the Lazygirl method tutorial. If you're looking for an extremely easy French nail hack, get the French Après nails and follow that tutorial for fast French nails. I'll link that tutorial if you're interested, and I'll also include the link for the French Après Gel X extensions as well. To complete the finish filing process, I'm using a 180 grit zebra file to smooth out the surface of the nails. This file is perfect for acting as a buffer, but it doesn't smooth out the nail too much to where the gel polish will chip off. If you notice your gel polish is chipping, it may be because you buffed your nails with too fine of a grit. I'm going over the entire nail surface to smooth out the nail. Make sure every stroke works for you and try to avoid lifting your file too much. This is a tip that can help you with your speed. I remember when I first started out, I spent way too much time finish filing. I try to share all the tips that I've learned which have helped me to get better and faster. Sometimes it's a technique that can help, and sometimes we need better tools, and then sometimes we just need more practice. I start by smoothing the center of the nail, and then I hold my file at a 45-degree angle when smoothing both sides of the nail. Then I smooth out the tip using longer strokes. Then I brush the majority of the dust away, and I remove the rest of the dust by using some alcohol and a manicure brush. You really want to make sure the nails are dust-free for our gel polish application. I'm applying 2 coats of gel polish. This one is called Cozy Cashmere from iGel Beauty. I only show me applying 1 coat to cut down on the length of this video. It's better to apply thin coats and to do more layers than using thicker coats, which can create streaking. And also another tip for my thumb, I always paint that one last, usually that way the gel polish doesn't settle onto one side. And then I'm going to cure in my lamp for 30 seconds. Since I'm going to be doing nail art, I'm applying a thin coat of Beetle's matte gel polish, then I'm curing for 30 seconds. I load my new striper brush from A Galore with the color Workaholic from Madame Glam. I'm using the A method to create the French nails, and then I'm filling it in with a Beetle striper brush that came in a set from Amazon. The A method and the long striper brush really helped me to create these French nails with ease. I finish filling in the thumb, and then I take my long striper brush and I make the line where I want my smile line depth. Then I make a small line at the center of the tip, then I make 2 lines on each side to create the A. Then it's just a matter of filling in the rest of the design with the Beetle's brush. I'm going to create patchwork French nails with a pumpkin accent nail for fall. The French design will be on my thumb, middle finger, and pinky. Please let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for a brush that's great for filling in the French. I need a brush that's good for painting on gel polish. I've also been wanting to try one stroke, so if you have any suggestions for one stroke nail brushes, please let me know in the comments. I'm just finishing up the pinky using the same method and filling in the design. I did go in with a second coat, but I didn't film that part. Once I have painted all of the French nails, I'm going to cure in my UV lamp for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be taking some black gel polish. This one's called Jet Black from iGel Beauty, and I'm taking my long striper brush and creating a line across the index finger, and then I'm going to be creating some little lines for the patchwork design on that line. I'm just alternating between a single line and an X. And now I'm going to be creating the same exact design, but this time I'm going to do it on the smile line portion of the thumb, middle finger, and the pinky. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like. It really helps me out, and it helps YouTube to know who to send my videos to. So I'm just creating an even thin line around that smile line, and then I'm going to be making the crisscross patterns all across that line. So things are starting to get back to normal a little bit around here. As you know, I live in Fort Myers, where there was the huge Hurricane Ian who devastated a lot of our beaches and so many communities. Luckily, my home was safe and my family is safe, and that's really, the most thing that matters. But so many people, don't have homes still right now, and they're living in homeless shelters. So it is very sad. But the schools are going to be opening up finally on Monday. Well, some of them. My daughter's going to be going back to school on Monday, which is good news. And some of the bridges have been repaired to the islands, so there has been some progress made. So I'm really happy about that. I know there's a few of you who also live in Southwest Florida. Shout out to you, Gloria. Let me know how you all are doing. On my ring finger, I'm creating a pumpkin design, and I did create this design on my last video, as well as an acorn and some corn nail art. So if you're interested in that, check that video out. But I'm just creating the background to the pumpkin with orange gel polish, and then I'm going to be taking my thin liner brush with some black gel polish to create the black lines. And then I'm going to be creating a black stem as well. And for this stem, I'm actually going to be switching brushes. I'm going to be using the micro detailing brush from Young Nails. It just helps me to create a smaller line with this brush. And to complete the design, I'm going to be going over all of the nails with matte gel polish from Beetles. If you've made it this far in the video, you probably are enjoying the video, so please subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one, and turn on your notification bell so you will never miss a video and you will never miss a giveaway. And this is the final look. I hope you all liked the tutorial, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you all next week. God bless.